You're swimming in a warm lake or a river on a much warmer summer's day. Maybe you dive underwater and some water shoots up your nose. You laugh it off. A week later, you have a headache and then a stiff neck. You think it's the flu, but within days, you're having seizures, hallucinations. You slip into a coma. The doctor diagnoses you too late. Primary amoebic meningitis colitis. Survival rate 3%. You swam in the wrong water and now you're going to die. This single-celled organism lives in warm freshwater lakes, rivers, hot springs, even poorly chlorinated pools. It enters through your nose, travels up the olfactory nerve, and reaches your brain. There it begins consuming brain tissue, particularly in the frontal lobes. Your immune system launches a massive inflammatory response, which causes the brain to swell. But the amoeba is largely protected. The inflammation is often what kills you. From first symptoms to death is typically 5 days, and there are only a handful of survivors globally. What makes this particularly terrifying is just how random it can be. Millions of people swim in fresh water every year. Only a handful get infected, usually only about 8 cases per year in the United States. And we don't fully understand why some people get infected and others don't. It seems to require the water being forcefully pushed up your nose, which is why diving and jumping into water increases your risk. But that means it's essentially still a lottery. You did something millions of people do, and you happen to be the unlucky one. The philosophical horror here is about contingency and meaninglessness. We'd like to think that consequences match actions. If you engage in risky behavior, bad outcomes make sense. But Naegleria infections are almost pure chance. You weren't particularly reckless, you were just unlucky. This challenges our belief for a just and orderly universe. Bad things don't just happen to people who deserve them. They happen randomly to anyone for literally no reason at all. It also raises a question about microbial life and our place in the ecosystem. We think of ourselves as this great apex predator that stands on the precipice of greatness in our ecosystems, the dominant species. But we're constantly surrounded by microscopic life that could kill us at any given moment. Naegleria doesn't even want to infect humans. We're a dead end for it. It can't spread from human to human. We're just literally collateral damage. You're not the main character in this story. You're an accident. There's something deeply humbling, yet equally terrifying, about being killed by an organism that gains nothing from your death. It's death without meaning, without purpose, without even the dignity of being prey. And this is another episode of Spooky Science. If you've liked it, then please like and follow, and I'll post another one today and the rest of the days in October.